Hi, today's example, I'll show how to use ChatGPT to do job costing in construction industry. This example you see on my screen is coming from ChatGPT, and the way it's done, I have two tables. So this first table is for low risk activities, then I have high risk activities, and the way data is grouped, it's based on measurable outcome. So for low risk activities, we have a goal, we know how what we need to do, it's measurable, and then we can track it against actuals to capture issues or early. For high risk activities, it's where work is not as easily measurable, so I want to track it separately. So let's start with the first table for low risk activities. We'll look at wall framing. Unit of measurement is square feet. We need to install 2,500 units. We installed 1,500, so work is 60% complete. And that's divided by dividing units done by total units. And we have number of planned days, so 10 days. We spent 6 days doing that work. Time elapsed 60%, cost spent 60%, so everything goes as planned, no issues. And then you see this line item is not going as planned, so let's dive into it. So it's concrete footing. We need to do 120 cubic yards. We did 100, so work is 83% complete. We allocated 7 days for this job, and we already spent 7 days. So we spent all the time available. Cost spent is 95%, but work is complete only 83%. That's obviously an issue. And that's how this entire table is laid out. Obviously, parameters can be changed, so issues can be caught much earlier. And then for hard measure, high risk activities, these are different cases. It's where work is not easily measurable. So in this case, I'm using some kind of proxy. We need some kind of proxy to be able to measure something. So I'm going to use hours for general conditions, site setup and cleaning. Total hours 120. Work so far was completed 90 hours. Work is done on 75%. We planned 15 days with this work. In total, we already spent 13 days. So time elapsed almost 87%, but work is complete 75%, and the cost spent 85%. So it's definitely not going as planned. And to keep going in my example, so why two tables? One table is, for something simple that, is easily measurable, easy to identify. And then for hard to measure tasks like supervision, rework, those tasks are usually much harder to measure, what's complete, what's not done. So I want to track those separately, and I think you want to do the same. How status is determined. And so these are arbitrary metrics that, I came up with. So obviously they can be changed. It's to see, based on changes in parameters, you can identify how quickly you want to catch something. So let's say your work just started, you're 10, 15, 20% in the work, and you want to see a certain performance. And if it's your results, your numbers do not match that performance, you want them to be identified as issues. So obviously we want to catch any kind of issues early, and that's how we can use this approach, how you can use technology to actually do that. How to collect data. Obviously, data can come from multiple sources. We want data to come from the field, from people actually doing the work. We want to look at accounting, financial data available. We want to measure time. And how technology can help. There are different kinds of technologies that you can use. You can use Copilot, you can use ChatGPT, you can use data collection tools, you can use Power BI tools, what kind of reporting tools. So anything will work as long as you understand what needs to get done. So this is my example of how to use technology to improve job costing. Thank you. Bye.